Welcome back, everyone. Today I bring you game 2 between KriTik and WARNO's Angel in the I want to say Steel Division League once again, as I always do it wrong, but it's not. It's a WARNO League, obviously. Division 4, Season 4, I think. We are in Season 4, if I'm not completely mistaken. Yeah, so this is game 2. Game 1 was also casted on this channel. So go and watch game 1 first. If you haven't watched it, I will now spoil the outcome in 3, 2, 1. So KriTik 1. Pretty, yeah, not overwhelmingly, but it was a very clear victory for him. And let's see whether Angel can bring it back in game 2, this time on Mount River. Pretty cool map. As I said already, I was a hater when it first came out, but I do actually enjoy the map quite a bit now. Playing for this area or this area or this area, and then deciding on where to reroute your units and so on and so forth. This, I think, fairly interesting. Also, then the little mind games of where you push early on. I think it's okay. It's also not a very air spammy map, which I like, where you can, because it's basically two lanes here and here, you can cut down airplay very well. The problem is still that, if you zoom out, the map is pretty big, but the playable area is like literally half of the map, and then even less, because we have these two giant lakes here, which they're too big to do actual like amphibious play. So they're just kind of in the way. So it's basically definitely not a perfect map, but I still think it's cool. And this time we have on the left-hand side, also it's again on the left-hand side, that's good. On the left-hand side we have KriTik, this time being the packed player with 39 yaw. His deck, a little weird in my opinion, because he has only one card of T80 BVs. 2 cards of T80Bs, I think that's an interesting choice. I want to try this as well. Well, I have my deck set up for this. I just never play 39 yaw because it's just such a boring division. AA setup is very high vet. I don't think that's actually very useful in this case, because third armor doesn't have any good bombers anyway, so I think could have also taken just less AA and more focus on anti-helicopter AA. Because for anti-helicopter, he only has the manpads and the OSAs, and the OSAs are, I mean, they're good, but they're a little bit susceptible, because if you're unlucky with RNG, they will die to the Apaches. While manpads can't be really countered that well. Infantry tab, I don't think taking the BMP2's double vet in this division makes a lot of sense, because you only get 2 cards of them. I think he should rather take them at single vet. He takes the Motostrelki in the Moschützen. No, the Motostrelki was correct. Motostrelki double vet in the BTRs. Interesting idea. I wanted to play around with like having more of the Motostrelki in the BMP1 PGs, but I think playing it more as a division with as a BTR division is also a good idea. It makes it more dynamic, more a quicker division. On the other hand, the BMP1 PG build is obviously more focused on IFV spam for obvious reasons. Double vet is a little bit risky because you don't get a lot of them then actually. But overall, I think it's okay. The deck itself is obviously absolutely F tier because he has 49 out of 50 activation points, and that's horrible. I hate that. That just makes my blood boil. But yeah, once again, has SPGs upvetted to 1 vet, so maybe we will see another double vet artillery action. This time it's obviously Akatsias. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything noteworthy about his deck. Yeah, it's just very weird you only have 1 card of the ADBVs because he's going up against 3rd Armored on the side of Angel. And I am kind of worried that he doesn't have enough AT. And especially because he doesn't even have the SP25 ATs, he has the SP25 rockets. Which, I mean, they can do some damage with their gun if they get on the side armor or the rear armor, but how many times will this happen, especially against third armored with their F-15s and the Chaparrals? I'm not sure. The MiG-23s, those are the big boy dive bombers with 6,500 kilogram bombs. I think they can one-shot pretty much every tank, unless they're stunned, then not. But if they're not stunned, they just nuke everything. But you really would want to have more AT, I think. And then also, again, he has 2 fighters. And the upweighted AA. Well, whatever. Let's go to actually discussing third armored of Angel. Overall, decent deck. Once again, very heavy investment into artillery. I think the third card is a 3-point slot, if I'm not completely mistaken, though I'm not 100% sure. But like taking the M109, the M270 cluster, and the mortars seems very excessive, and I'm very afraid that he's gonna artillery spam once again. The rest of the deck is actually pretty okay. I haven't looked at the EAA tab actually. Oh fuck. I hope it's okay. The air tab is fine. He doesn't take the F4 HE bombers, but that's an okay choice in my opinion. Starts with the F15. That's a bit weird. I mean, if anything, if you want to do something against helicopters, just start with the F4. Okay, F15 start is a little bit wild. A good helicopter tab though. Infantry tab, tank tab, all pretty fine. I would say that you need to take the CEV, especially if you go up against 39 that has a lot of infantry. You know, in this case he doesn't actually have a lot of it, but you still need something to actually contest it. Aircraft troopers, decent choice. I don't like to take them in my deck because like third armored isn't a quick opener deck either way, so I don't need those. He does, and he opened with them. So let's actually look what's on the map. So he did open with 3 of the aircraft troopers. 2 recon Bradleys, that's very expensive. And then 1 fire team in a Bradley, another recon Bradley to the bottom side. Military police with the M67, and then 3 engineers to the bottom side as well. That's a lot of infantry that doesn't have any AT. If he loses this fire team 84, he's just completely fucked against all those BTRs. Also not selling the helicopters, that's very bad. Not selling them and also not using them for recon, that's... Bradley, well, I mean, the KPVT doesn't really stand a chance. Told you a little bit of a waste there. On the side of KriTik, by the way, we just have a pretty big Motostrelki rush down here with 2 Metis and 2 normal Motostrelki, though one of them might get sniped. Oh, one of them gets sniped by the Bradley. 2 Conquerors, OSA, the ADPV, infantry command for the start, Rozvedka to the top, so both players deploying very lightly to the top. 1 BRDM Conquerors here was already lost to the Bradley, and then Recon BMP1 of the Motorzvedka, obviously. They're in big trouble here, actually, in the center against the 3 aircraft troopers. And yeah, as I said, nothing going on at the top, but I mean, having a 120-point Bradley sitting here that can also be very easily sniped by infantry ATGMs is very risky and also pretty big waste of points in my opinion. Now the engineers are in the town here. Do delete the Rozvedka obviously very quickly, but now exactly the problem that I said is coming up with the BTRs just fire supporting them down, and there's literally nothing they can do against that. Oh, the Motorcircuit and also sniped the Bradley. Oh no, and the Su-25 rocket coming in. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's already going very poorly. F4 Phantom comes in, does kill the Su-25, that's a good kill. The M557 also dying because it was driving in here for no reason. That's very bad. The Motorcircuit command needs to actually be called forward. And yeah, Bradley doesn't get hit by the Conquerors, that's very lucky. Military police here also wasn't even in place to buff up the engineers. Not like it would have helped a lot because the BTRs are just killing them either way, but I mean that made the military police even more useless. I just don't think you have the slots in third armor to take the military police, in my opinion, because you can just take more Bradleys. So I'm not sure that was the play. Also the engineers, I think, yeah, they came in trucks and not the M113s. In my opinion, you should always take them in M113s. And no, the HA coming in. There's not even any AA on the field for Angel. That's... Oh no, that could go very badly, very quickly. He still has a center, but he also just needs a command. Oh, there's a command coming in on the top. Okay, that's good. Oh, it's not called into the sector actually, so that's not good actually. But at least that's something. And yeah, KriTik has finally moved up his command. He will now also be able to just move it into what's the zone called? Paul. Because there's literally just one recon Bradley sitting here in a very defensive position. Because it has to be afraid of the Conquerors. Also KriTik again vetting up his Conquerors. So I don't think I'm a big fan of that. IFVs weren't coming in, because of course that's what the game is all about now. Ted, on the other hand, gonna be surprised, but more IFVs. 2 Hawks deployed here very defensively. I guess he's afraid that KriTik's infantry is just moving through the forest, so decent buy actually. Problem is that there's nothing to spot for them here. And now he's moving them forward. No, don't do that. You have no support. And there's a bunch of double-vet BTRs here. And an OSA. This is a very bad idea. The M1HA, M1A1HA just driving in here. I mean, to be fair, there's nothing. There's a TADB. But the TADB is standing on the beach, so it can't shoot. So it will get in there, but I mean, what's the point of having the M1A1HA in there? Can't even use its range, really. I guess you can fight through this little line of sight here, but it doesn't even have a recon there. Oh, the aircraft troopers have the security trait, actually. So he does have, like, some semblance of recon. Yeah, no. Angel is just... KriTik is just diving through with his Su-27, gets the Hawk. Evacs. Well, F-15 does come in. Maybe it will get a hit. It does get one hit. Oh, does get a second hit. Okay, Su-27 down. That's not worth it for KriTik at all. Trading in Su-27 for an Hawk, not worth. Especially because he only has 1 card of Su-27s, while Angel has 2 cards of F-15s. But then again, what is he supposed to be afraid of? Angel has literally not a single bomber that can threaten the ground. Damn, no, please don't. Please don't drive through there. No, don't do it. Oh, please don't get sniped by the recon. Another M1A1HA coming in. There's still no AA up. That's very, very bad. I mean, the infantry here, that's, I mean, definitely a good buy. But they're also being deployed very aggressively here. There's a T-80 there. And a bunch of BMP-2s. Though, and he has, well, I guess he has the Bradley here, so maybe he has some recon information, but that's still a very bad idea. Don't do it. You have no recon and no AA. Oh no, he retreats the recon! No! Okay, maybe he does get a shot. He misses! Maybe he gets a second shot. He misses again! Okay, that was unbelievably lucky for Angel. He should have lost that unit any day of the week. Yeah, but on the bottom side, 1 Bradley goes down with the unit still inside, and the 2nd Bradley also goes down with the unit still inside. Yeah, that's pretty much already over. Like, he has taken so many losses now, and the M67 patrol is also just driving in and dying. So those are all dead. The M557 at least did survive, or maybe does KPVT finish it off? No, it's on return fire. Black Hawk's also still there, just on the ground, not doing anything. Motostrokey now shooting at them, revealing themselves to the M1A1HA. That's not that good, because those have very good soft attack, actually, because of the 50 cal. And now, again, buying in a howitzer. Brother, you have lost all your infantry on the bottom side again. And there's a massive push coming in the center. Now using the Black Hawks to spot. I guess he wants to... no, don't use them for the machine guns. No, don't do that. I mean, you can use Black Hawks to, like, fly over your enemy lines to see what's going on, but never try to use their machine gun. It's literally completely useless. It doesn't do anything. It's a complete waste of points. Those are 60 points, so those all dying is 180 points just literally down the drain. Didn't even get any recon information from it. Also, obviously didn't sell them to get the points back. That's horrific. M1A1H is just sitting in the forest. This M1A1H is sitting in the open. MiG-23 comes in, no A. He doesn't even move it back. Yeah, that's GG. Those units all died just for no reason at all. Aircraft troopers are completely isolated, have no armored or ATGM support at all. There's a TADB and a BV and 3 BMP2s. Yeah, that's over. That's completely over. And now, And now he's also buying in an M270 cluster. No, don't do it. Why are you buying in the cluster? That costs 300 points. We have nothing on the front line. No, don't do it. Angel, I believed in you. Because 3rd Armored is a good division and it's just misunderstood by a lot of people that now know Skific Pute and think, oh, you can't win within the first 5 seconds of the game. The division is literally unusable. No, 3rd Armored is one of the best divisions in the game, in the late game. It's just unfortunately a little bit bad in the early game and suffers because recon is still completely useless unless it's exceptional recon, and they don't have any exceptional recon, and now this AJ also gets bombed. What even saw that? Infantry here? I guess. Yeah. That's definitely completely over. The 2H is lit. I mean, this one at least shot a bunch of rounds at infantry. This one literally didn't do anything and just died. And now the cluster is going for an empty town. It does get a KPVT. Hooray! It did get a kill. Yippee! But yeah, that's there's no way back. That's literally completely over. Those 2 units, please at least unload them. Please unload them. No, don't drive them in. That is not a good idea. Also, again, seeing the same problem from last game. It's just buying in a bunch of tanks, and then once all those tanks are dead, he's buying in infantry. That's now also all dead. And now he's buying in chaparrals. But your H's are already dead. It's just way too late. The Conquerors are very fortunately for him. The Conqueror was actually not able to kill the Bradleys before they unloaded. And this Motosurki is now actually out of arc. Ah, no, it did get its last one off and did kill the Bradley. Recon Bradley here providing some nice support, but most likely will get killed by the Conquerors. Yes. Hawk here just sitting around, not doing anything. It's just, I mean, look at the amount of units KriTik has, and on the other hand, Angel just has literally nothing. It's like, yeah, over 500 points are also just in 2 artillery pieces that have done literally nothing. I think the M109 did get some hits at least. Well, okay, yeah, the cluster also did get a hit on the KPVT. Also, put them closer to the front line. So Angel, if you're watching this, you can still win games. Even if you're like super bad in rank, don't worry. Like, you aren't doing everything wrong, but there's just very key things that you're doing wrong that are completely fucking you over against a player that sorry, but Angel should honestly be in Division 3. I don't know why he's in Division 4. That seems very weird. So you're also kind of got fucked over, let's be honest. But first of all, don't buy artillery when you are behind. Buy it when you're already in a good position. Especially such an expensive tool as the M270. First of all. Second of all, bring them closer to the front line. Not too close where it can get sniped, because that's dumb. But like at least around here or something. Your artillery should be around here. This is very important for the MLRS. Well, it's actually equally important for tube artillery and the MLRS, just that the MLRS tends to be a lot more expensive. So it has like more pressure on it to pay itself off. But put it closer to the front line. And don't send in yellow. First send in your tanks, they all die. Then send the infantry, it all dies. Then send in AA. Once your tanks have all already died to AA, to air. Have recon up. You need a lot more recon. Just have a line of recon, like recon here, then an infantry recon here. You don't need the Bradley there. That's a complete waste of points. Recon here. I don't care. Just spam the field full with recon and then have frontline troops follow up with them. And yeah, push your infantry and your tanks in together. Don't push them in one after the other. Keep them back in the forest where they can't be spotted. Because on their own, they're not going to do anything anyway, except for get bombed, as you saw. Then also have GAA up, and then push him with everything at the same time. I know it's like obviously hard to actually do those things. Obviously, you see my games, and even I fuck up having AA up with my pushes and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely there's a lot of room for improvement. Yeah, now the Apache ATGM here. This is not going to do a lot. Does it actually? What does it see? It saw the BMP2. Well, I mean, that would have been a good target. But, I mean, yeah, the game is just over. The Bradley got bombed by the MiG-23 again, and now Angel surrenders, and that was just an obliteration of Angel. KD, honestly, I thought it would be much worse. Where did he even get so many kills from? That's a good question. Yeah, the T80 PV just sniping the infantry in the Bradleys was really not good. Though, I mean, I guess this was another T80 PV then? Oh, no, it was this one. I was only one Bradley snipe with the unit still in sight. I'm confused. What the hell happened there? Okay, well, either way. I guess the other unit was sniped. Yeah, it was sniped by the Motus Jerky with the Metis. Ah, okay, now it makes sense. But yeah, well, the early game obviously also went just very well for KriTik, and then he just massed units and rode over KriTik while he was just investing into extremely expensive unicorn units that had no support around them at all. And that's just not how you can do anything. Also, you don't just use a bunch of engineers without any AT. It's just one AT squad is not enough, especially with those 6-man AT squads. This is not even close to enough. You need a lot more. This SV-27 was a bit wasted. That was a misplay. But other than that, yeah, the MiG-23 is just bombing those two HAs. It was pretty much already over when he lost those two Bradleys with the infantry still inside, but those two HA losses definitely put the last nail in the coffin. On the other side, yeah, what even got that many? Ah, yeah, the planes. Yeah, true. He lost the one SU-25 and the one SU-27. Those were a lot of points. Yeah, the SU-25 actually was a little bit wasted, but in the end it just didn't matter because he killed all those HAs with his bombers. And yeah, those MiG-23s are absolutely S tier dive bombers. They're insane. As you saw, they can literally one-shot the heaviest of tanks. If you would have dropped one of those on the triple engineers in the buildings, that would have been even worse. But to be fair, keeping them for the M1Hs was actually a better idea. And yeah, well, that's all she wrote. I have said everything I wanted to say. No reason in repeating it again. And I don't know. Tell me in the comments what you think, but it really seems like KriTik should be in Division 3 and not Division 4. So I'm actually a little bit sorry for Angel that he had to go up against such a player, but that's how it is sometimes, you know. Obviously, with the divisions, Protoss also needs to keep them like balanced between each other in the sense of that he can't just put one player more into Division 3 because then the groups don't work out anymore because they have to be like equal size and stuff like that. So there will be outliers where people that are too bad or too good for their division are in the division anyway. That sucks, but that's just how it is. So I hope the other games for Angel will be a little bit more fair and that he doesn't get ruffle stomped again. Yeah, either way, thanks for the players for playing. GG, well played. And hope you enjoyed me casting games once again. I haven't done it in quite some time. And I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, have a beautiful day and bye-bye.